talk, you'll hear yourself.
Okay. Test, test, test. Got it. Good afternoon. This is the Indiana Association of Christian Schools Girls Basketball State Tournament Semifinals, featuring the top seed, the Cougars of Colonial Christian School, and the number 4 seed, the Emmanuel Christian School Eagles. Emmanuel advancing with a victory over Heritage Hall in the quarterfinals on Tuesday night. Colonial, with their top seed, had a first-round bye, so this is their first tournament game, with the winner advancing to the championship game on Saturday afternoon. The opening tip controlled by Colonial. Lauren Dolvin has it. Now over to Stenna Grubb, and she'll set the offense into motion. Grubb now to Barfield. Quick feed down to Carissa West. Misses on the layup, but the rebound to Dolvin. Now Rachel Boy feeds West. They swing it around the perimeter. Dolvin over on the left wing. Now Stenna Grubb feeds West. Now over to Meg Barfield, Colonial's top scorer. She gives it to Grubb. Her runner goes in. Stenna Grubb with the first points of this ball game. And that pass by Emmanuel goes through the hands of Mackenzie Frank. And Colonial will bring it up once again. Grubb, Barfield now for 3. That one is long and rebounded by Zoe McKnight. And Zoe will bring it up. And now we have the first whistle of the game. We're going to have a foul against Stenna Grubb away from the ball. So the Eagles will bring it in from underneath their basket. They get it in to Zany McKnight. Her shot is off the mark, and now we have a jump ball fight for the rebound. It will stay with the Eagles. Into Zany McKnight. And now the shot up too strong and rebounded by Carissa West. And another pass, that one on the Colonial end, goes through the hands of Dolvin and out of bounds. So Emmanuel will bring it back up. Zoe McKnight running the point. And now the feed underneath. The shot missed by Frank and rebounded by Colonial. Now it's Grubb. Barfield in the corner, tries to get it to Carissa West. Stolen away. This is Zoe McKnight over to Zany McKnight, and now out of bounds. Last touch by Colonial. Eagles with the ball. Frank has it on top. And now inside, spin move, no good by McKnight. Rebound to the Cougars. Dolvin feeds Barfield, steps inside the three-point line and hits the jumper. Meg Barfield with the 17-footer. Makes it 4-0 here in the early going. Haley Miller now. Now Miller takes the three-pointer, no good and out of bounds. Inside to West, she kicks it back out to Grubb. Now over to Barfield again. Now Grubb penetrates again. Her shot too strong, out of bounds. Last touch by Zoe McKnight. West now to Grubb. And that one deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Colonial. And another deflection out of bounds. Grubb on top. Dolvin, now Barfield open for three. That one's short. And again out of bounds, and again stays with Colonial. And now that inbounds pass deflected, and then Grubb grabs it, but she was standing on the sideline. It will go back to Emmanuel. McKnight brings it across, nearly stolen away, and then she travels with it as she tried to regain possession. Dolvin now penetrates. She lost the handle. Taken away by Emmanuel. Now a scramble. Dolvin knocked it away, and West picks it up. So Colonial still has it, but now another turnover. And deflected out of bounds by Grubb. It will go back to Emmanuel. That was Aaliyah Frank, who was checked into the game, number 5, that had it for a moment. McKnight, her shot may have been partially deflected. Taken away by West. Now Grubb brings it across. West over to Barfield. Barfield steps in again, and that one too strong. Rebounded by Haley Miller. Now Zoe McKnight brings it across again for Emmanuel, still looking for their first points of the game. Lost the handle, ball on the floor. It squirts out, still with Emmanuel. Shot up and too strong by Aaron Daniel. Rebound by Lauren Grubb. Grubb now pushes the pace. Up the near side. The defender falls down. No good on the shot. West tries to put it back. Also no good. Now we go the other way. It's Zoe McKnight guarded by Grubb, and they're going to get Grubb for a foul. As McKnight tried to go coast to coast with that one. And so Emmanuel will have a chance to get on the board here at the free throw line. And the first one does not get the roll. Second free throw also rims out. Colonial now brings it the other way. Dolvin steps in. Her shot too strong off the glass, out of bounds, and it will go back to Emmanuel. Kate Minton has checked into the game for the Cougars, number 33. And Mackenzie Frank has checked back in for Emmanuel just now. As they get the pass down low, shot up, and another foul. As Haley Miller had it inside, she draws the foul, I believe, on Barfield. That will be the first foul on Meg. And now it's Actually, Zany McKnight, not Miller. It's Zany McKnight at the free throw line, and she hits the first. And hits them both. So that makes it 4-2. With just over 2.5 to go here in the first quarter as Barfield fires from three, too strong. Rebound to Grubb. Dolvin now, her shot does not drop. Minton with the offensive rebound, another chance for Colonial. Grubb tries to feed it over to West. And now ball's on the floor, picked up by Miller. Now it's McKnight. And we're gonna have a stoppage. I think Carissa West may have taken a shot to the mouth or something. During that scramble, you saw her kind of pull up, but the play continued there for a moment, but she's gonna have to come out of the game, and Ava Reason will be checking in for Colonial as West will head to the locker room. McKnight. And now they get it down to Zoe McKnight. Left side, no good, but another whistle. And that goes against Ava Reason. It will be Zoe McKnight back to the line. And she hits that one. And hits the second. So 0 for 2 a moment ago, but then she goes 2 for 2 on that trip. And we are now tied at 4 with just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And that pass intercepted. Long pass intended for Zany McKnight, gets deflected by Grubb. Goes out of bounds, it will stay with the Eagles. Aaron Daniel checking back in for Emmanuel. Into Mackenzie Frank. And now the shot by Miller, too strong. Rebound ends up with Minton. She gets it ahead quickly to Dolvin, over to Barfield, and Barfield lays it in. Transition opportunity and bucket for Colonial there. They have regained the lead at 6-4. There's a three-pointer now on the way by Emmanuel. That was Daniel, rebounded by Reason. Over to Barfield. And she kicks it out to Grubb. They'll set up the offense. Grubb now feeds Minton down low. Her shot off. Rebound Emmanuel. Another quick pass deflected by Dolvin. So it will stay with the Eagles. Into Zany McKnight. Down to Zoe McKnight underneath. First one no good. Second one also rolls out. And Grubb gets the rebound. Up to Dolvin. Barfield open from three from the wing and knocks it down. Barfield now with 7. And Colonial has pushed it up to 5 now after it being tied at 4. Dolvin lost the handle as she was starting to make the pass, and she's called for the double dribble. They had a numbers advantage there on that break, but just a little bit of a bobble there as she was preparing to make the pass. Just under 30 seconds to go here in the first. Daniel tries to make the pass underneath. It nearly got away, but Frank gets it. Now Miller down to less than 10 seconds to go. And now a tie-up. Barfield ties up Zany McKnight. And it will go to Colonial, but there's only 3.6 seconds left in the quarter. Into Dolvin, but just to go length of the court, and they're not going to have enough time as Grubb brings it across and time expires. So Colonial out in front 9-4 through the first quarter of this semifinal game. The winner advancing to meet the winner of the Tabernacle and Cross Point game a little bit later tonight. Emmanuel will have the ball to begin the second quarter because of that jump ball at the end of the first quarter that alternated the possession. So that in some way worked out in Emmanuel's favor since there was only 3 seconds left at the time. And now we've got a whistle and a hold on Meg Barfield. During the opening seconds, that's 2 on Meg, their leading scorer. And now ball on the floor, and I think we're going to have another jump ball, and that one will go back to Colonial. So that quick foul there, it was away from the ball. I didn't really see what happened, but it is the second foul on Meg Barfield, who is the leading scorer for Colonial. Dolvin feeds Minton. Minton makes a move underneath, has it slapped away, and picked up by Emmanuel. McKnight over to Zany McKnight, and it's knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Eagles. Carissa West has been medically cleared to re-enter the game. So she's back in number 12 as the shot put up by McKnight is no good. Rebound to Miller, put back no good. Dolvin comes in, picks the rebound up off the floor, now pushes it up the other way. Feeds West, now over to Barfield. Barfield has to scramble to keep it in bounds. And now Grubb will set up the offense. Now penetrates and scores. Little hesitation there as it looked like she was going to set up the half-court offense, but then she saw a seam. And Colonial has now scored 7 straight after Emmanuel had tied the game at 4. And the pass into McKnight is out of her reach and out of bounds. And Colonial will have it once again. Dolvin over to Stena Grubb, now into West. West tries to make the pass over to Minton. It's knocked out of her hands, taken away. And then West is called for the foul as she tried to tie up Mackenzie Frank. And now we're going to have a timeout after that foul. 6:38 to go in the second. 6:38 to go here in the second quarter. Emmanuel will have the ball. That was the 6th team foul on Colonial, so the next one will put Emmanuel into the bonus. Emmanuel has not committed a foul yet this game, so a 6-0 foul disparity as Emmanuel has it. The baseline shot is too strong by Aaron Daniel. McKnight gets it back. Her putback is no good. Out of bounds. It will stay with the Eagles. And now Daniel again. Her shot is missed. And again, McKnight with the rebound. No good again. Now another tie ball and or jump ball. Stays with Emmanuel. Into Daniel, now over to McKnight, and her jumper is good. That is Zany McKnight. First field goal of the game. Their previous points all coming from the free throw line. It's now 11-6. And now McKnight steals it. And another foul is going to go against Carissa West. And that does put Emmanuel into the bonus. First free throw is good by McKnight. This is Zany McKnight. And the second one rims out. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Colonial. So Emmanuel now with a chance for somewhat of a reverse three-point play. They feed it in. Dolvin stripped it away. Now the ball's on the floor and another jump ball. This time it will go to Colonial. Grubb with the ball for the Cougars. And stepping in, Stenna Grubb. Second consecutive time she's been able to find a seam in that zone, and she now has 6. 13-7 now the score. And McKnight dribbles it, goes off Kate Minton's leg and out of bounds. Aaliyah Fleck checking back in. As that shot is missed by McKnight, rebound to Grubb. Up ahead to Dolvin, and another one through the hands of Lauren Dolvin and out of bounds. And a loose ball, and this one taken away now by Colonial. Grubb has it. Up ahead again to Dolvin. A little bit too far under the basket. She kicks it over to Minton. Minton tries to kick it out to Barfield, and it goes out of bounds. McKnight. Now over to Daniel. Now they tried to feed it inside, and they do get it into Haley Miller. And Haley Miller with her first bucket of the game makes it 13-9, and Colonial's going to call a timeout. 4:30 to go in the second quarter. Colonial up by 4. Colonial ball coming out of the timeout. They lead it 13-9. 4.5 to go in the second quarter. Dolvin hands it off to Grubb. Now back to Dolvin. Now she finds the seam and drives in. Her shot is off to the left. Rebound McKnight. Over to Zany McKnight. She lost the handle, but then I think it was going to go out of bounds, but Lauren Dolvin kind of ran into it as she was trying to get back on defense, so it will stay with Emmanuel. And now the shot up and missed by Aaron Daniel. Rebound to Colonial. Dolvin, and Dolvin walks with it again. Just a brief moment of indecision there. Looked like she wasn't sure whether she wanted to shoot it or pass it, and ends up traveling in the process. McKnight. Now over to Fleck, who misses the shot. Rebound to McKnight. Shot missed. And it's either a jump ball or a foul. They're going to call it a jump ball. It will stay with Emmanuel. Miller gets it into McKnight. Lost the handle. Taken away by Rachel Boy, who's checked back into the game, and she's fouled down in the corner. Foul was against Haley Miller. That'll give us the first foul of the game against Emmanuel. And that pass intended for Minton, too high and goes out of bounds. And Dolvin's now going to check back in. McKnight feeds it over to Daniel. Her shot short. Rebound Meg Barfield. Grubb up ahead to Dolvin. And that time they're able to convert. They've tried that transition opportunity a few times. They've had a couple of passes go awry, but that one was spot on, and Dolvin's able to finish it. And now we have a steal at the other end. Now stolen back. Fleck now has it, and her shot is good. Aaliyah Fleck makes it 15-11. And that pass intended for Minton is tipped out of bounds by Zoe McKnight. Barfield gets it into Grubb, almost the 5-second. Now Grubb over to West. West puts up the shot and she scores. West from the baseline makes it 17-11 now. McKnight on the right wing, tries to feed Daniel, cutting underneath, but it's stolen away. Grubb now has it. West is open again, has to kick it back out to Barfield, but it's taken away by Fleck. Now it's Zadie McKnight. She loses the handle, and it was deflected, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Colonial. Down to 2:14 to go now in the second quarter. Fleck again will shoot from the outside, this time off the mark. Barfield with the rebound. Barfield on the baseline. Her runner's too strong. Rebound Kate Minton. Dolvin now fires. Also too strong. Rebound Fleck for Emmanuel. Haley Miller now brings it up. Drives in and loses it out of bounds. Grubb was there to stop the transition. And that pass deflected and stolen by Stena Grubb. And again up ahead to Dolvin, and Dolvin lost the handle again. So Emmanuel will bring it back up. Still down by 6. Zania McKnight now over to Daniel. Daniel's baseline shot is missed. Grubb has it. Over to Dolvin. Now Barfield thought about the baseline shot. Instead gives it to Grubb. Her shot in the lane goes. Stenna Grubb now with 8. She leads all scores. Pull-up jumper by Haley Miller is no good. Grubb again brings it up. And puts up another runner. That one too strong. And rebound to Miller. Now Miller fires from 3 and knocks it down. First three-pointer of the game for Emmanuel. And that makes it 19-14. They feed Minton down low at the other end, and she draws the foul. Minton will go to the line for the first free throw attempt for Colonial in this game. And the first one no good. Second one also no good. Long rebound, and it's tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Aaron Daniel. So it will stay with Colonial. Just under 30 seconds to go now in the first half. As they feed Dolvin, and Dolvin is sandwiched in between a couple of Emmanuel players. They're going to get Haley Miller on the foul that time. But again, Colonial not in the bonus, so they'll bring it in from out of bounds once again. They swing it around to Barfield. Barfield open for 3 and does not get the roll. Minton with the rebound and almost with the three-point play opportunity, but she does draw the foul. So Minton will go back to the line. Just missed a pair a minute ago. This time, the first one is a little bit too long. Second one on its way, and that one goes down. Makes it 20-14 as we're down to 15 seconds to go now in the second quarter. McKnight, now Miller. Daniel down to 5 seconds. Three-pointer on the way by McKnight, no good. Rebound on the floor, and time expires. They're not able to get another shot off. So we head to the halftime break of this IACS girls basketball semifinal. Top-seeded Colonial leading Emmanuel, the 4 seed, 20-14. Less than a minute to go in this halftime break. Colonial leading this IACS girls basketball semifinal 20-14. Leading scores at the half for Colonial. Stenna Grubb has 8, Meg Barfield with 7, Lauren Dolvin and Carissa West with a bucket apiece, and Kate Minton with a single free throw. And for Emmanuel, they're being led by Zany McKnight and also Haley Miller. They both have 5 points. Zoe McKnight, Aaliyah Fleck have 2 apiece. Again, 20-14 is our halftime score. The winner of this game advancing to the state championship game on Saturday afternoon against the winner of Cross Point and Tabernacle, which will be later today. And Emmanuel will have the ball first to begin the third quarter. And it's Zoe McKnight again running the point. Now Daniel has it. She pulls in for the right wing jumper, misses, but Zoe McKnight on the other side gets the offensive rebound and draws a quick foul. And that is against Meg Barfield, and we mentioned that briefly in the first half. She got 2 first half fouls, but was able to go the rest of the way without any more. But that foul just now was on Barfield again, so she now has 3. As McKnight hits the first of 2 and hits the second. So 20-16 now, the margin down to 4. Colonial had a lead as much as 7 in the first half as Dolvin drives in and she draws a foul. So now it's Lauren Dolvin who will be going to the line for a pair of free throws. And the first one drops. Hung on the front of the rim there for a moment. Second one, no good. Long rebound tracked down by Minton. Now Barfield gives it over to Grubb, who has to chase it down. And then Grubb with the nice feed down to Kate Minton, who lays it in. And that pass gets by Aaron Daniel and out of bounds. Barfield open for 3 from the left wing and knocks it down. Second three-pointer of the game for Meg Barfield. And she's the first into double figures with 10 points now, and the lead has also gone into double figures at 10 at 26-16. As that shot is missed by Frank, rebound Minton. Now Dolvin pushes it up. Barfield again for 3. And hits again. Meg Barfield heating up from the outside. 2 3-pointers in the last 30 seconds. She now has 13. The lead is now 13. And that shot goes by Zany McKnight. She now has 7. Quickly the other way. Dolvin in the lane, puts it up and in. And suddenly the pace has picked up just a little bit on both sides. 31-18 as McKnight dribbles in, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, McKnight gets it back. Pass out, Dolvin steals it away. All alone up the left side and lays it in. Dolvin now with 7, and we're going to get a timeout called by Emmanuel as Colonial has gotten off to a strong start here in the second half. They now lead it by 15. So they've already stretched the lead out by 9 points just in the first couple of minutes of the second half. It is 33-18, 5:48 to go in the third. just a 30-second timeout. It will be Emmanuel ball. And they bring it into Zoe McKnight. Now Daniel has it, trying to get it into Zany McKnight down low, and she stumbles after catching it and called for the travel before she could get rid of it. Grubb, long pass to Barfield, now into Minton. And again, I don't know, too much butter on the team breakfast this morning, as had a few balls just slip through their fingers today. McKnight now has it on the right wing. Over to Miller, back to Miller on the give and go with Zany McKnight, out of bounds, and it will go back to Colonial. Grubb across the timeline into West. Barfield again for three. That one too strong. It looked on line, but hits the back of the rim. And they try to feed it down to McKnight quickly. It's deflected out of bounds. It stays with the Eagles. Into Frank, her shot no good, rebound Minton. Grubb, over to Dolvin, and another one through the fingers. That one looked like it was maybe out of reach that time. And McKnight over to Daniel, and Daniel off the glass and in. Nice pass across the baseline that time by McKnight, and now we have a whistle as Dolvin was bringing it across the timeline. Foul goes against Zany McKnight. 33-20 after that bucket by Erin Daniel. That's her first bucket of the ball game. Approaching the midway point of the third quarter. Barfield into West. West leans in and draws another foul. West is going to go to the free throw line. So she'll have two shots. First free throw is good. Second free throw on its way, good as well. West now with 4 points, 35-20 the score. Zoe McKnight brings it across. Over to the wing to Fleck. Now Miller, and to the top to Daniel, but it's taken away now. Grubb, or rather Dolvin, has to kick it back out to Minton. She misses, hits the deck, no whistle, and now we've got a long pass up ahead, and laying it in is Zany McKnight. Quickly the other way, and quick passing, but again through the fingers and out of bounds. Went from Barfield to West to Minton, but then through the hands of Minton and out of bounds. It will go back to the Eagles, 35-22. They're trying to climb back into this one. Miller driving, now over to Daniel. Daniel shot no good. Rebound tipped out to the perimeter, and they're going to get Lauren Dolvin on the foul. Zany McKnight was able to beat her to the ball, and then we had contact. Now Ava Reason will check into the game. Colonial going with a little bit of a smaller lineup as she'll replace Kate Minton. Shot up, no good by Fleck. Rebound to Colonial. Reason brings it across over to Barfield. Now Grubb in the lane. Runner no good. Rebound tipped and out of bounds. They are saying last touch by Colonial. May have been Carissa West trying to tap it from behind. Zoe McKnight now brings it up again. And another deflection and steal. Reason up ahead, all alone is Dolvin, and she lays it in. So the steal and the assist for Ava Reason and the bucket for Dolvin. 37-22 now the score. Daniel just inside the three-point line, but she does knock it down. Erin Daniel, her second bucket of the game. Dolvin now, floater in the lane. And a block called on Emmanuel. The shot does not drop, but Dolvin will go to the free throw line. And the first free throw, no good. Haley Miller is checking back in for Emmanuel. As the second free throw by Dolvin also misses. Rebound to McKnight. Now McKnight dribbles through traffic. It's deflected out of bounds. Stays with the Eagles. Now Zany McKnight checking back in. Miller brings it into Fleck. Fleck will shoot and score. Aaliyah Fleck with 4 points. Lead now down to 11, 37-26. And Grubb double team, lost the dribble. And then she touched it before Emmanuel got there, but that results in an over and back violation. So she lost the dribble. It had not been touched by anyone else before she touched it again. So now Emmanuel with a chance to get the lead back to single digits again as the shot is missed by Fleck, but we're going to get another foul called against Dolvin. And Aaliyah Fleck will be at the line. I think there's some discussion on who the foul was against. It looked from here, it was clearly on Dolvin, but there may have been some ponytail caused confusion there as they couldn't really read her number well enough. She's number 10. Stenna Grubb is number 11. That's who they initially called the foul on, but it was clearly on Dolvin. They did correct it. It does go against Dolvin. That's 2 on her as Fleck misses the first free throw. And misses the second. Long rebound. West and McKnight go after it. Out of bounds. Last touched by West. And it stays with Emmanuel. They still have a chance to get the lead down to under 10 if they could get a bucket here. Miller into McKnight. Long pass intended across the lane, but it's deflected. Reason now has it to Dolvin. Dolvin tries to bounce it over to Reason again, and it's knocked out of bounds this time by Emmanuel. So now it will be Colonial bringing it in from underneath. They'll swing it around. Barfield open for 3 from the baseline. No good. Grubb there for the rebound and the putback. Grubb now with 10 points. 39-26 the score now. Another deflection, but Grubb can't get over there to save it. And now a timeout called by the Eagles. 1:01 to go in the third. Colonial leading by 13 at 39-26. Emmanuel ball coming out of the timeout. McKnight. Over to Zaney McKnight, deflected by Dolvin, but Zaney tracks it down. Now drives in. Again, gets knocked away, but Emmanuel still has possession. Daniel trying to feed McKnight underneath, stolen by Grubb. And they're going to get an illegal screen by Ava Reason during the fast break, as they're saying she was shielding the defender too much while they were running down court. So that will send it back to Emmanuel again. McKnight in the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound Dolvin. Dolvin tries to get it to West. It's knocked away, but now Barfield has another three-point opportunity. And again, bodies on the floor. It's West, and now slow to get up this time. And the foul's going to go against Zoe McKnight, as they were going for the rebound after that missed three-point opportunity. And West still on the floor underneath the basket. And hard to tell, too many bodies between here and there to really see what happened. Hopefully just the wind knocked out, but she is favoring her left leg a little bit. So maybe came down wrong, which can happen with a lot of people in the same space. You jump up for a rebound and land on somebody's foot. Barfield now, another three on the way. That one's short. Grubb with the rebound. And now Emmanuel has it. Miller stops, feeds it over to Frank, now out to McKnight again. Now Miller for three, no good at the buzzer of the third quarter. So through three quarters, Colonial with a strong start to that third quarter, and they have stretched it out. It is a 13-point margin at 39-26 as we head to the fourth. One more quarter to go in this one, the first of 4 semifinal games here at ICA. We want to thank ICA for their hospitality of the tournament this year, both today and also the championship games on Saturday. Colonial leading by 13, 39-26. And Grubb gets double teamed right across the timeline, and they're going to call a very, very quick timeout just 7 seconds into the fourth quarter. Colonial will have the ball out of that 30-second timeout. And they feed it to Grubb, and Grubb is fouled by Zany McKnight. We hope to have 3 more games today, but if the fourth quarter goes at this pace, we may not have time for all 3. Now at the other end, it's stolen by Emmanuel. McKnight pushing it up. Pulls up for the shot, does not get the bounce. Rebound by Barfield. Up ahead to Reason, now over to Barfield again on the wing. And Dolvin drives in. Her shot may have been partially deflected. Emmanuel comes away with it. Zoe McKnight over to Zany with McKnight for 3. No good. Rebound Minton. And now Colonial looking to push it up. Dolvin driving in, no good. Reason with the putback, no good. Rebound to Emmanuel. Back and forth we go. And Dolvin tries to sneak in from behind and get the steal, but she's called for the foul instead. That is 5 team fouls. Neither team in the bonus yet. Colonial has 5 team fouls. Emmanuel with 6, so the next foul by Emmanuel will put Colonial into the bonus. McKnight just inside the free throw stripe, misses the shot. Rebound to Minton. Grubb over to Reason. Tries to feed Minton, but it's stolen away. Now over to Zoe McKnight. Long pass to Zany McKnight. Steps in, nice ball fake, and then she's able to drive in and draw the foul against Minton. Nice pump fake there initially. I think it was got Dolvin to fly by, and then she was able to step in and draw the foul. So this is Zany McKnight at the free throw line for 2 shots and hits the first. Second one gets the roll. (39-28) now. Reason over to Minton. Minton runs into Mackenzie Frank, and Minton called for the offensive foul. She was moving toward the basket. Frank was set up in position as Minton was moving toward the basket. Did not see Frank there because she was focused on catching the pass. So she's called for the offensive foul, and Emmanuel will bring it up once again with a chance to get into single digits. McKnight over to Miller, and pass inside to Zany McKnight, and she lays it in. Margin down to 9. Minton's pass over to Reason. It's picked off. Here comes Zoe McKnight. Dolvin trying to come in from behind, and McKnight triple team there as she made her way toward the basket. The foul is going to go against Minton, as 3 players were there trying to knock the ball out of her hand, but she draws the foul instead. Now she has a chance to reduce the margin to 7. And she hits the first. Second one also good. 7-point margin now, 39-32. Some half-court trap being shown by Emmanuel, and Colonial able to beat the trap, but then they turn it over after doing so as the pass goes wide and out of bounds. And now Colonial's going to call a timeout. Colonial with the lead, but Emmanuel making a run. They've cut the lead down to just 7 points now at 39-32 with 5:44 to go in the ball game. Momentum on the side of Emmanuel right now as we come out of the timeout. Colonial, I believe, has led by as many as 15 in this game. So that's been cut in half, or more so. It's down to 7 now. And still plenty of time, 5:44 to go in the game. McKnight. Over to Zany McKnight, back to Zoe, deflected and nearly stolen. But Emmanuel hangs on to it. Now nearly threw it away, but they still have it. Now they get it into McKnight inside, and it's going to be a jump ball. It will stay with Emmanuel. Aaliyah Fleck checks back in, number 5 for Emmanuel. The Eagles bring it in. Fleck from just foot on the line, but misses the shot. Grubb with the rebound. And now she'll slow it up, look for the transition, but didn't have it. Now they try to get it into Carissa West. It's stolen away, and we're going to have a foul called. And that goes against Barfield, and now that's 4 on Meg Barfield. And Emmanuel gets to walk to the other end and shoot a 1-on-1. First one on the way, no good. Rebound to Grubb. So the lead remains at 7 as pass deflected but saved by Carissa West. Now back to Grubb again. Into Dolvin. Dolvin steps in, throws it up. Rebound to Emmanuel. Miller. Now stolen away, and Colonial has it. Long pass, they're in the lead. So it's a little bit dangerous to do that, but this time it pays off. As Dolvin scores at the other end. 41-32 as McKnight fires from 3. No good. Rebound in the corner by Dolvin. Dolvin up to West. West, bottom of the backboard, but Dolvin there to clean it up. Inside to Miller. Now Dolvin has it again. Over to Barfield, and another pass, that one too high. And now we have a timeout called by Emmanuel. So Colonial has responded after their timeout. The lead back up to 11 now at 43-32. And now it's Emmanuel who calls the timeout. They have 3:44 to go to try to see if they can get back into this one again. 43-32 again the score, 3:44 to go in the game. Emmanuel ball coming out of the timeout. Down again by double digits at 43-32. They had cut it down to 7. They hadn't even had a chance to get it down to 5. And going to get a reach-in foul on Carissa West. And that will put Emmanuel at the line once again. This will be Haley Miller this time at the free throw stripe. Chance to score with the clock stopped. And the first one, no good. That was the 10th team foul on Colonial, by the way. So it is a double bonus now. Second one wide right and rebounded by West. Grubb up ahead to Reason. Cutting is Dolvin, hits the bottom of the rim and fight for the rebound, jump ball, and it will stay with Colonial. And quick inbounds pass stolen away. It's McKnight. McKnight over to Miller, it's intended for Miller, stolen away. Grubb up to Dolvin, chased down by Zany McKnight. Fouled from behind. Dolvin will be going to the line. The first one rims out. Second one also no good. And McKnight stumbled after she came down with the rebound, lost her footing, and called for the travel. So Colonial gets another opportunity. They bring it in and now get it over to Barfield. Baseline three, long. Rebound to Emmanuel. Zoe McKnight, they need to push the pace now. Steps in, off the glass, no good. Grubb with the rebound. Up ahead to West. West goes in and lays it in, and a foul. So Carissa West, who's had a bloodied lip and a little bit of a tweaked ankle in this game, has now the chance for the three-point play, which could almost seal this one, although there is still 2:46 to go, but lane violation. It was actually on Carissa, stepping toe on the line as she shot that free throw. So the lead now 13 points, 45-32, 2:40 to go. As Zany McKnight works in underneath, can't get the shot, and now it's Emmanuel's shot at the three-point play. It was Mackenzie Frank with the offensive rebound and the putback. And drawing the foul, that goes against West. West now has 4, a couple of Colonial players with 4, West and Barfield. Free throw is missed. And up ahead to Dolvin in the corner. She saves it to Barfield. Now back out to Grubb. And Grubb intended for Dolvin, but way too high. And Coach Dolvin not happy about that decision. With the lead, they need to run some clock, I think is what he's saying. Zany McKnight steps back, shot too strong, rebound to Barfield. Now Grubb. Grubb trying to dribble out of the double team, passes it ahead, stolen away though. McKnight, Dolvin from behind knocks it away. Now it's in the corner. And it was Grubb and Barfield down there. They had McKnight cornered, and the foul's going to go against Stenna Grubb. And Zany McKnight will go back to the free throw line. And the first one is good. Zany McKnight leads all scorers. She has 16 right now, and it stays at 16 as the second free throw misses. Reason up to Dolvin, and now Dolvin will back it out. Looking for an outlet, now tied up. Is it a jump ball or it's neither jump ball or a foul. It's actually a timeout called by Colonial, as Dolvin was double teamed over there. 1:42 to go. The lead at 10 right now. It is 45-35. Next game on the schedule will be a boys semifinal between Cross Point and Suburban. Then it will be the second girls semifinal. That will be Tabernacle and also Cross Point. Then the finale of the night will be the other boys semifinal between Community of South Bend and ICA. Colonial will bring it in. Emmanuel with a lot of defensive pressure right now, double teaming as much as they can. They bring the double to Grubb. She gets it over to Dolvin. Dolvin fires from the wing. It's short. Rebound to Emmanuel. That was Aaron Daniel with the rebound. Now it's to McKnight. And her pass intercepted by Grubb. Over to Barfield. Now Reason. And her pass to the top of the key to Dolvin ends up with a foul. And that's going to put Dolvin to the line for a 1-on-1. Foul goes against Frank. And Dolvin's first free throw is good. Second one is short. Rebound. Dolvin tracks down her own rebound. Tries to kick it over to Reason, but it's out of her reach and it goes out of bounds. So Emmanuel will bring it up again, but time is running out, down to 1:10 to go, and Grubb with the steal, being chased as she goes in for the layup, chased by Haley Miller, and the foul's going to go against Miller. And that will put Stenna Grubb to the free throw line. Grubb, no good on the first. And the second one is good. That's 11 now for Grubb. 47-35 the score, as we are now under a minute to go in this one, and Barfield hits the deck, and the foul's going to go against Zany McKnight. It was away from the ball, but we saw Barfield go to the floor in the lane, so contact by McKnight, and that's going to be 4 on her. And now full court pressure by Emmanuel. Barfield up ahead to Reason, over to West, who's going to go in for the layup. Nice job with the press break that time by Colonial. And now 49-35 the score. Down to 40 seconds to go. It looks as if Colonial is going to advance to Saturday's championship. Shot missed. Rebound in the corner. Grubbs saves it. Now Dolvin and Barfield running down with the 2-on-1, and Barfield ends up with the layup. $16-point margin. It has not been that wide of a margin for most of this game, as Emmanuel has fought to stay in this one, even had the lead down to just 7 points here early in the fourth. But Colonial with a rally here at the end of the game, and they have stretched it out, and they will advance. Down to 5 seconds to go. They get the pass down to West, knocked away, ball on the floor. Nobody get hurt now, and that will do it. Final score, 51-35. Colonial advances to play in the championship game of the IACS Girls Basketball State Tournament on Saturday with the victory over Emmanuel. Leading scores for Colonial, they were led by Meg Barfield with 15. Lauren Dolvin and Cinda Grubb also in double figures. Lauren had 14 and Cinda Grubb with 11. Carissa West had 8, and Kate Minton had 3 points. For Emmanuel, they were led by Zany McKnight. She had 16. Haley Miller had 5. Erin Daniel, Aaliyah Fleck, and Zoe McKnight all with 4, and Mackenzie Frank had 2 points. Colonial again advances to the championship game. They will meet either Cross Point or Tabernacle in the championship on Saturday. Once again, the final score, 51-35. Boys semifinal between Suburban and Cross Point will be getting started in about 15 minutes.